Hey, welcome back. If you watched the Super Bowl, you likely saw actress Cheryl Lee Ralph perform the song Lift Every Voice and Sing. The hymn is often referred to as the Black national anthem.
Absolutely, and that's what led to some controversy, as some called the song divisive. You know, it's a song that really is part of the soundtrack of my life. I grew up in the Deep South, singing it at various events and religious functions, and all of the controversy really surprised me. But ultimately, it sparked my curiosity about the song and the history behind it, and what I learned really altered my perspective. This song came to be when this man, attorney and civil rights activist James Weldon Johnson, was asked to write a poem for an Abraham Lincoln Day birthday celebration. Even though Lincoln had been assassinated years earlier, black folks at the time considered Lincoln a hero because of the Emancipation Proclamation abolishing slavery. As the years passed, the song written for that celebration kept being sung, and it grew in popularity. But you see, when it was written, the year 1900, something else had long replaced slavery: segregation, also known as Jim Crow. Bathrooms were separate, parks, music halls, public transit, neighborhoods. The separateness was even baked into the laws. A Supreme Court decision upheld that legal segregation was constitutional. And so here it is in 1900, 3 years after that Supreme Court ruling, and a song emerges about hope. Lift every voice and sing, acknowledge the pain of the past, expressed gratitude for the present, and sparked hope for the future. While the song was written for Lincoln's birthday, as its popularity organically grew, the NAACP proclaimed it an anthem for Black Americans. This was 12 years before the Star-Spangled Banner became official. You know, I had a chance to talk to someone who spent 40 years of his life studying Lift Every Voice and Sing, that one song. Dr. Tim Askew even wrote a book based off of his research while at Yale. He told me he was not surprised by all of the controversy because the title Black National Anthem has been controversial since the 20s as people moved towards and fought for integration. But the important takeaway, he says, is the song itself.
There were people in Japan, South America, singing Lift Every Voice and Sing, who were wanting this song as an anthem for them. So what I'm saying, for me, of course, as a Black person, it resonates with me, not so much as a Black anthem, but as an anthem to which I can relate as an African American. But I am not uncomfortable when I hear Black people say, it's our anthem, and nobody has the right to say that. If you're so impassioned about that, sing it as a Black anthem for Black people, but realize, and as a scholar, I have to say it, it's a song that all kinds of people are singing.
And I have to say, knowing what I know now about the song, debating its title really shouldn't be the point. When that song was written, we were literally a divided America, and disenfranchised people made it an anthem as they rallied for equal rights. It gave them hope, and it centered their faith. And that song has been passed on from generation to generation. So telling their descendants to call it something else doesn't feel right to me. The motto of the U.S., as you know, E pluribus unum, out of many, one. We all have different cultures and traditions that we bring to the table. But as Americans, we also celebrate what we have in common: values around resilience, gratitude, and hope. The lyrics of Lift Every Voice and Sing highlight that. And on Super Bowl Sunday, Abraham Lincoln's birthday, the context for which the song was written 123 years ago, we got to hear it on the world's biggest stage, not just to celebrate Black history, but to acknowledge American history.
And that's the thing I think that resonates the most is the history that you brought up there, that we can't forget where this came from, when it happened. And so singing it and reminding ourselves of that. And I love what the professor said. He said, everyone should sing this.
Oh, it's beautiful. And it has been proposed in Congress to be a national hymn. So that hasn't passed it, obviously, at this point, but it has been an idea that's been floating around.
Well, I think it's a good one.
I agree.
Okay. Well, we're going to be back.